But, okay, so he's on the 105 freeway. Something going on with the left rear tire, possibly.
Two suspects
as
in a
he
Ford
makes his way
Mustang lead
onto the
California
freeway.
highway patrol officers on a high-speed chase through Ventura and Los Angeles counties on October 4, 2024. The chase began in Ventura County before ending in Los Angeles County, where the suspect drove his vehicle on the 101, 405, 105, and 110 freeways, reaching speeds of more than 100 miles per hour at times. According to the Ventura County Sheriff's Office, the suspects, who may be connected to an organized shoplifting case, were driving a yellow Ford Mustang and were initially wanted for assault and theft from a Target store in Camarillo. Deputies said a shoplifting suspect struck a deputy's patrol car while trying to flee, prompting a police chase from Ventura to Los Angeles County. The car chase extended into Los Angeles County along the 405 freeway as the suspect drove through parts of Los Angeles's West Side neighborhood, hitting multiple cars and weaving through rush hour traffic along the way.
He's through Hawthorne, but so are those CHP units. There's really nothing stopping them from keeping up with him at this point. Yeah, clear skies as he makes his way further east. All of the clouds are pretty much behind us, so as we continue east, it will become much less of a factor, at least for now. So good news on that front. Plenty of helicopters at the disposal of law enforcement. Think about it. We have seen a Ventura County Black Hawk helicopter over this pursuit, an LAPD helicopter, and now a LA County Sheriff's helicopter over this high-speed pursuit. Dangerous shoplifters on the run from Camarillo, where there was a shoplifting event at a Target. Organized crime detectives on the case, and the suspect apparently ramming into law enforcement on the way out of that Target. So all resources at the disposal of law enforcement are being used to follow this pursuit to see it to its bitter end. But right now, this suspect showing no signs of giving up this chase. Yep. I'm not seeing it, although it might, I don't see it. I'm not sure if it was maybe the tire or perhaps maybe he came in contact with the vehicle. I'm not sure what that was about. Anyways, he is continuing, approaching Vermont Avenue here on the Century Freeway. So, again, he's weaving across all lanes. I'm looking for any signs of getting over to the right. If he starts thinking about an exit ramp, we'll see that move here pretty shortly, especially as he makes his way into the South LA area here. Lots of opportunities, and again, depending on where he lives, it could lead us right back home. Look at him getting over the Gore Point, getting off the freeway. Taking the 110 freeway. That's going to be the 110 transition. Does he go north or does he go south? Right will be south. Left will be north over the Gore Point, left or right. Which is it going to be? He's going to make a right turn onto the southbound side of the Harbor Freeway now, making his way down the 110 freeway, using the shoulder on the elevated ramp there to get around that traffic. He is now trying to put a little bit of distance successfully between him and that CHP officer. We'll get a better idea. I'm trying to look out the window to see how far back that California Highway Patrol unit is, but right now he has put a little bit of distance between them. There he is. There's the SUV. SUV was able to manage that traffic on the transition there. They've been able to catch up with him, and there he is. No more than a few hundred feet behind him. Again, high-speed pursuit now down the 110 freeway where traffic is relatively light. In fact, light traffic all the way down to San Pedro. 90 miles per hour. We know that Ford Mustang is capable of speeds much higher than that, so he's not exactly, he's doing above freeway speeds, but, he's, let's see what happens here. He looks like he's hugging that right lane again. He's definitely putting a little bit more distance there, but right now they're having no problem keeping up with him. He's now pushing about 100 miles per hour, so he is starting to apply a little more gas there as they get close behind him, and that may play into their decision making in terms of how much room they give him to play with versus, you know, how much pressure they take off of him with the hopes of maybe taming the driving and taming the speeds a little bit. They're not going to let him go by any means, but as long as they can keep an eye on him and they have the tools at their disposal above him, then those helicopters could easily take this over if the watch commander or the supervisor makes the decision to lay off a little bit and give him an opportunity to slow down. Now he's getting off the freeway here, getting off of the 105 freeway. I'm sorry, 110 freeway, excuse me, getting off the 110 freeway. Heavy traffic at this red light here. Look at that cruiser. Look at that cruiser keeping up with him, going right through traffic, splitting lanes with him as he comes up on Redondo Beach Boulevard. He's right at Redondo Beach Boulevard, and he might get right back on the freeway, just using that exit ramp to get off. Looks like that left rear tire is having real trouble. So at some point, somebody either made contact with that tire. I certainly have not observed any spike strips. I didn't see any chance of that. So at some point, he did collide with something that is now eating up that rubber, and now that left rear tire is on borrowed time. That may be the beginning of the end of this pursuit, guys. He is now southbound on the 110 freeway with a very unstable left rear wheel. He's dragging something. Look, I'm sorry, David and Giovanni, that side skirt's coming off the vehicle. That side skirt is now dragging on the pavement there. That may be what even punctured the tire. He must have collided with something that has done some actually pretty serious damage to the vehicle here. He's now getting off at the 91 freeway. Getting off at the 91 freeway, they were just prepared to shut down the 110 freeway behind him, CHP, getting a traffic break in place, but now he's getting off the 110 freeway, getting onto, I think, the 91 transition here. That's right. Yeah, unfortunately, he just took
The driver was driving at high speeds on the freeway and surface streets, dangerously weaving between vehicles and nearly hitting other cars in heavy traffic. While driving on the side of the road, a large piece of debris became stuck under the vehicle, eventually destroying 2 tires and forcing the suspects to stop on the Interstate 91 exit ramp near South Vermont Street and West Artesia Street. The suspect's rear tire was damaged by debris trapped under the vehicle. The suspects exited the vehicle and surrendered to California Highway Patrol officers. Suspects exit Mustang. 2 people arrested from a yellow Ford Mustang.
Somebody else went running. We're going to come around this tree here to see if we can see what's going on here. But right now, they are in the process of clearing that vehicle. I don't know if anybody else was getting out. It looks like that passenger door is shut. So I believe, just judging from what we've been able to witness here, it's just the driver that is involved. He is being taken into custody. They have cleared the vehicle. Code 4, and wow, what a sudden end to this. Oh no, somebody else is in custody. Somebody else, a passenger is out of the vehicle and in handcuffs. CHP placing 2 people under arrest out of that yellow Ford Mustang. That was it. Yep. Thankfully, now they're going to be shutting down the 91 freeway. So just a heads up, if you're making your way home, the 91 freeway coming to a complete halt here, and yeah, just off the 110, guys. You got it. Thank you, guys.